back to our South Fiordland bush flying tour again. And just be careful of this little step at the start of the runway, which is a lot more violent than it looks. Yeah, that's another dent in the tail, but never mind. Yeah, let's get going. Yeah, there's that step at the start of the runway, but the whole thing was supposed to look like a green metal framework with grey wooden planks on it. Now, in the model, the planks are set just a tiny bit lower than the frame. And the idea was that you might get a small bump as you went over each of those green strips, although that doesn't really happen, so it failed. But the tiny difference in height is enough to really grab hold of your front wheel if you're not steering in a straight line and drag you sideways. It's actually a lot more dangerous than it looks there, and I have had a couple of takeoffs that have ended in the water. Anyway, quite a good fun flight down to the next one, which isn't far, but you can do most of the journey with low-level valley flying, which is all good fun. You can do the up and over the mountains thing as well, but I much prefer this way myself. And the official laws for low-level flying in South Fiordland are Rule 21.1, try not to hit anything, and Rule 21.2, if you do hit anything, you're paying for it. So yeah, it's nice. South Fiordland gives you options. And talking of laws, for our next destination today, the Fjord Tours brochure says, for our next stop we will be heading to the main South Fiordland government buildings. Here you'll get a full tour of the visitor centre and see how the decision making takes place in running a new country, and learn about the recent negotiations with New Zealand that saw South Fiordland expand to more than double its previous size, which may have had something to do with a guy called Dazza who quite enjoyed making South Fiordland but had run out of room in the original one. So that was the airfield, which is still a dirt strip at the moment, but they are in the process of building a much larger hard surface runway and international grade airport. That's being done with a brand new system invented here in South Fiordland, and will be the first of its kind when it's done. Airport on a roll. We'll go back and have a look at that after we land. So the new runway will be nice when it opens, but the one we've got now is a bit bumpy and turns slightly to the right, but not by much. So if you can land at the nest, this one should be dead easy. That seemed like a smooth enough touchdown. That was okay, happy enough with that one. Yeah. That's happened before. Turn off the replay and sometimes it moves your plane a little bit, and that was obviously moved enough to slam the propellers into the ground. Lovely. Well, so here it is then. The genius of airport on a roll. Just build a flat surface anywhere and the whole airfield comes ready printed on large rolls, which you just need to nail down like a carpet. It's a brilliant idea. I'm sure it will catch on when the rest of the world sees it. It's fantastic. Okay then, so while we're waiting for the mechanic to fix the plane, I suppose we could have a kebab. Yeah, that sounds like a nice idea. Yeah, let's go for it. Right, so see you next time then.